Hello, my dear Libras. This is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for tuning in with me for your new moon in Capricorn readings for the month of January 2017. Happy New Year to all of you. Wishing you all love and peace and all blessings, all your heart's desires for this new year coming in. Well, I'm going to be doing a reading for January for that new moon in Capricorn, and that is going to be highlighting your fourth house of home and family, but that is also the base of your chart. So the fourth house has to do with what is at the heart of your life, okay? What is most important to you. And after I do the January reading, I'm going to do a 3-card reading for the year of 2017. Each card represents 4 months, so kind of to take an overview of what the energies are going to be as you go through 2017, all right? Now, these are general readings for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you would like a private reading, I would love for you to contact me at my website, which is the link is in the information box below, or you can reach me on Facebook. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take a look at what's going on with you for this new moon period in Capricorn, which, as I said, is highlighting your fourth house. And it's interesting to me that sometimes the cards just perfectly reflect what is going on in the universe. Coming up here for the first week of January, you have the Four of Wands reversed, you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Now, I'm also going to use the Oracle cards just to kind of anchor the energies that are in each of the week's readings. And let's just go ahead and pull 3 cards as your anchor cards for the beginning, middle, and end of January. This is for Libra. For Libra. Okay, here we go. We have, all right, prosperity. And then I'll just leave these other 2 cards turned over here, and we'll turn them when it's time to go through the other 2 weeks. All right, so at the beginning of the month, you have the Four of Wands reversed, you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Five of Pentacles. So for many of you, I feel like, you're coming into the new year with your home, your domestic situation, your family, the house that you live in, your apartment, with that very strongly on your mind, Libras. There may be some discontent going on where home situations are related. Now, some of you could be looking to move. Some of you could be dealing with some conditions in your home that are kind of unstable, whether it is relationships with family members or loved ones, or even some kind of instability in your home itself, okay? Some of you might be dealing with, things that continually break down, or some repairs that need to be made, or, you're just, you're not completely fulfilled and content in your home environment as we move into the first week of January. Now, you're trying to make the best of it, I feel, but for many of you, I think there just is this sense of wanting to make a change, wanting to either move out of where you currently are, or change some situation that's going on within the home, and your home and your family, or you're wanting to, make some improvements in the environment in general that is around you. Now, we have the Queen of Swords here, and this is you. Here you are coming up at the apex of the reading here, right at the top. And I feel like, you are ready to make a change. You're ready to wield that sword that you're carrying, and it's like you want to lay down the law, okay? You've got one hand holding the sword, and you've got one hand out, and you're making a declaration, you're making a proclamation of some kind, It's like you're telling people, okay, this is how it's going to be. This is how I need it to be here. This is what I need to change. This is you know, these are the circumstances that I feel I can no longer deal with in this environment, and there's got to be some kind of change. Now, for some of you, it could be a financial situation. There could be some financial instability. We have the Five of Pentacles here reversed, and I feel like some of you are dealing with either someone in your home or family environment who is not carrying the weight that they should be carrying, or you are finding that you're putting a lot of money and resources into, you know, your current home environment, and you know, it's kind of like a money pit type of situation, you know, where no matter what you put in, things are still not as the way you want them to be, still not stable, you're still not completely happy with the environment. Excuse me. Or it could be that, you know, you are feeling a bit detached and estranged from the people that are living in your home. Okay, could be family members, could be a partner, could be children. Okay, but whatever it is, there is a sense of instability, there's a sense of imbalance in the home or family environment, and I feel like you really have come to the end of your rope and you are ready to cut ties, or you know, cut yourself free from a situation, or you know, do your best in any way possible, you know, by planning, by logical action, by decisive action, to make some improvement in this unstable situation. And I really feel like you have the resources. It's not that you don't have the resources to do it. You know, the prosperity card is coming up here as your oracle card, and this really does indicate that you have good fortune. There's something that you're doing that is going well, it's successful. You may be making good money. You may be able to, you know, to afford making these changes. You know, if it is instability in relationships, you know, though that area might be a little shaky right now, but as far as you being able to take care of your responsibilities and, you know, have money left over to do the things that you need to do, I feel like you do have that. And there is good fortune and success around you that you have to use and to pull from as you're dealing with this kind of off-balance situation in your home and in your family. Toward the middle of the month, you know, as we're coming through to the beginning, through that energy of you really kind of starting to put your foot down and starting to take decisive action and planning as to what you need to do and what you need to dedicate perhaps your monies to. You know, perhaps you're sitting down and you're saying, okay, I know that this has to get fixed. I want to renovate this part. We need a new whatever this is. I want to, you know, redesign or, you know, do some kind of change in the environment. You are making those plans and you are ready to make that change or ready to put those plans into action. The problem here, I feel, is that you're not getting the support that you need. Okay, because you have here toward the middle of the month, you have the Three of Pentacles reversed, you have the Devil, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. And let's see what the Oracle card is here. Okay, the Oracle card is Peace. All right. So interesting, so far you have prosperity and now you have peace. So I feel that, you know, the problem you're facing is not that you don't have the resources or you don't have the, you know, the wherewithal to make the changes that you need to make, but you can't do it by yourself. All right, you are not getting the support that you need. You don't have the right teammates, or whoever your teammates are, they're not pulling their weight, is what, you know, I said at the beginning of the reading. They are not following through on their responsibilities. Now, perhaps you are making, you know, perhaps you are supporting your home, you're supporting your family, perhaps you're the one that's making more money, and so you are, more of your monies are going out towards expenses and bills and all of that. And perhaps the person that you are dealing with, a partner or someone, or even a roommate, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be an emotional connection. It could just be someone that is sharing responsibility with you. They're just not carrying enough of the weight. So you have this Five of Pentacles reversed, and then you're going into the Three of Pentacles reversed, meaning that your teammates are the people that are working with you, the people that are in your environment, that are part of the unit that you have created. You know, they're just not carrying their weight. And with the Three of Pentacles reversed, a lot of it has to do with lack of motivation, a sense of irresponsibility. You know, they're not really a very responsible person, unfortunately. And so they're leaving you holding the bag, you know. Maybe this is someone who works part-time. Maybe you're working full-time and this person only works part-time, and the rest of the time, who knows what they're doing, okay? They're on Netflix, or they're, you know, playing video games, or, you know what I mean? Or they're spending time at Starbucks, and while you're out, you know, breaking your neck, doing the work that you need to do to sustain yourself and to sustain that unit or that home environment. So this is becoming, I feel, toward the middle of January, this is going to become a very stressful and difficult situation for you, because you in some way are chained to this person. You're some way chained to this environment where you feel like you just can't break free. Okay? You may have a family with this person. You may have children. You may have joint responsibilities together. But, you know, you just seem to be carrying the weight, and it's like you are not getting the support that you need, and at the same time, you really are not able to extricate yourself from this connection. You know, perhaps you have someone who co-signed on a lease with you, and, you know, that lease is not up for another year, and so, you know, you would have to have them break the lease in order to have that person move or leave, you know, and that could create a difficult situation for you. There could be legal ramifications here. Well, I do feel like there is some change coming through, and that is going to happen toward the middle of the month, where it is a situation, I feel, that you're going to be putting your foot down, and you're going to be telling it like it is, and you're going to be saying, listen, I can't do all this by myself. I need more assistance. I need more help. You're going to have to do more. Okay? You're going to have to contribute more in some way, or otherwise I'm going to have to make changes. And so you're going from the devil to the wheel, and the wheel says that there are significant changes that are going to be coming, that are going to present themselves, opportunities that are going to present themselves, and it would be very important for you to take advantage of these opportunities. Now, next to the Wheel of Fortune is the Peace card. And the Peace card talks about harmony, and achieving harmony, achieving balance, achieving perfection, equipoise, okay, meaning things all in balance, a sense of well-being, favorable conditions, expansion. So I feel that whatever changes are coming through toward the middle part of January, they're going to improve your situation considerably. Where what was unstable, what was kind of tricky, what was kind of stressful for you, The situation is going to allow you to detach yourself or kind of break those chains that have been binding you to a stressful situation where perhaps you're being treated unfairly, or you're putting in more than you're getting out, or more than someone else is putting in. So it's like the dark before the dawn type of situation. When I see this card, you see the sun is rising. Someone is looking out the window or looking out the doorway onto the horizon. The mountain is there. It's a mountain that's in the way, but the light is coming up. Slowly it's coming up, like dawn is breaking over this mountain. So I think that there is a dawn that is going to be breaking for you in your life toward the middle of January, that's going to shed an entirely new light over whatever this situation is, okay? Whatever this difficult situation is, it's going to shed a new light. There's going to be like a dawning of a new age, or a dawning of a new moment for you. That's going to lift things considerably for you. Okay, and bring about more of a sense of peace and balance in your home, in your family, in your domestic situation in general. And now toward the end of the month, you have the High Priest, and the High Priestess is coming up in the reverse. Now with the High Priestess here in the reverse, there's something going on behind the scenes, okay? There's something going on that's not being revealed here, that's not out in the open. One of the messages that I have here that I have to say, because it may apply to a few of you, or it may be something you will know if this is your situation, but for some of you, there may be because the Three of Pentacles is coming up here in the reverse, next to the High Priestess, it's possible that this could be a situation where there are three people involved, okay, where there is someone outside of the home, the relationship, the marriage perhaps, who is influencing the home situation, the family situation, the marital relationship, okay? This Three of Pentacles next to the Devil here also can give the, has the potential meaning that there could be a romantic tie, there could be a sexual tie, that could be at the basis, could be at the base of what the difficulty is here that may be going on in the home or in the family situation, in the domestic situation. As we're moving toward this last part of January, the High Priestess is reversed here, and again, the High Priestess can represent in the reverse things that are hidden, that are not out in the open, that are not for the world to see, things that are kind of going on behind the scenes. There's information that is being kept hidden. Now, with the King of Wands here and the Queen of Cups at the end of the month, I feel like it's interesting to me because the King is here and he's facing one direction. The Queen is here, she's facing the other direction. And now I turn over the Oracle card and look at the images on this card. You have two people facing away from each other in opposite directions, the same way that the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups are. Okay, so his staff is facing that direction, he's facing there. The Queen of Cups is looking into her cups and she's facing with her back. They have their backs to each other. So there's definitely a lack of communication, there's a lack of connection here. When the court cards come up in the same suit, it kind of shows that, you know, two people are of the same element, they're the same energy, they're coming up, you know, showing themselves as compatible. But you have a water sign queen here, and you have a fire sign king, and they are facing away from each other, and so there is something dividing them. There is a sense of division there. Now, I feel like there is some kind of happy medium that is going to be achieved toward the middle of the month. But even if that happens, there is still this sense of detachment between two people, okay? And whether, you know, the king and queen, gender does not matter here. They come up as court cards, but the king could be a female and the queen could be a male, or there could be two males or two females, whatever the case is here. It can be applied to that. There is something hidden that's going on there that is dividing these two. And with the king facing this high priestess reversed, who is attached to this Three of Pentacles, and the devil is here, I feel like whoever this King of Wands energy is, his focus is not on the queen, okay? His focus is on the high priestess here, okay? So, my Libras, you know, you will know if this situation is you, or if, you know, this situation is, you know, if that King of Wands energy is someone else in your life, then you may need to be forewarned that this King of Wands energy is focused elsewhere. Okay? Now, if you are the Libra, then, you know that there is this instability here. If this is you who is this King of Wands energy, you know, that influence that you may be focused on is causing a definite rupture between you and someone else. And this could be affecting your relationship considerably. Okay, could be affecting the environment. Now, it could very possibly be that the reason that this King of Wands energy is focused elsewhere is because the Queen of Cups energy is not focused on him. Okay, she's focused elsewhere. She's looking into her cup. So what's in her cup? Okay, I mean, what is she looking at? What is she focused on? Well, she's focused on love. Perhaps she's focused on new love. Perhaps she's looking into her cup and she's thinking of the past and thinking of what used to be, what no longer is. Perhaps she's focused on memories. You know, perhaps she's looking in her cup and her cup is empty. And so she's not feeling that emotional connection any longer to this King of Wands. All right? And now this King of Wands, you know, has developed this connection perhaps to an air sign. Could be an Aquarius, another Libra, or Gemini. And this is a person who is very sensual, very sexual, very mysterious, very alluring. Okay, and so his attention is focused in that direction. So, however this situation may play out here, I feel that at the end of the month there is going to be a certain standstill. That alienation. And if you look at the card here, it says alienation, a stalemate, stagnation, withholding, grinding to a halt, insensitivity, mistrust. So something is breeding mistrust in this relationship. Something is, you know, there is a stalemate between these two people. They are alienated from each other. You know, what used to be warm and loving is now cold. You know, it's snowing, it's icy. There is no emotional connection between the two of them. They are facing away. She is water element, he is fire element. You know, so you may need to try to get to the bottom of what's happening here. This, as I said, this may be a warning for you if you are this, you know, if you are the King of Wands energy, then you may need to figure out what you're doing here, okay? Because you are destabilizing your environment. Things are trying to right themselves. Things are trying to correct themselves. There's balance that's trying to be created here. But because this focus is elsewhere, it's not able to last. It doesn't last. It doesn't endure. Okay, positive change is trying to come. But there is a connection. There's a strong and powerful connection or addiction to someone or something that has, you know, someone's focus away from what's going on in the home environment, in the domestic environment. Okay, and so there is a deficit here, a deficit of focus, a deficit of commitment, a deficit of teamwork, a lack of unity. And though there may be prosperity, though there may be, you know, financial security, wealth even, there still is some impoverishment, you know, going on there. And it may be emotional impoverishment that's taking place. At the base of the deck, you have the Chariot here. And so the Chariot is a card that, you know, in the reverse talks about instability. And, you know, when I see the Chariot reverse, it's like the cart is turned over and all the apples are falling out and everything that was on the cart, the harvest, the, you know, whatever was being carried from one town to the next, it's strewn all over the road. And you have, you know, this lack of balance. It's like no one is in control. There's a true lack of control. There's a lack of direction going on here. One person is going in one direction, the other is going the other direction, and there's no progress being made. You're at a standstill. You know, there's no forward movement. The cart is stopped. The Chariot is stopped. Who's in control here? Who's guiding and directing this relationship? Who's guiding and directing the home situation right now? It may be neither one of you. You know, it may be, or it may be you trying, but there are things going on below the surface that are undermining your efforts. Okay? Or if you are the person who is focused elsewhere, your efforts may be undermining, you know, this environment that you live in, the structure that you've created. Okay, so, you know, there's definitely going to be a need for some soul searching in January to find out where you stand. You know, if you are no longer invested in this relationship and you're invested elsewhere, then you need to make your intentions known. Okay, you can't string someone along and just let them think everything is okay when, you know, you're, as I said, you're no longer invested there. You have your passions, your desires are focused in another direction. You don't have any, you have no motivation to still be in this relationship. Okay, you're kind of just going through the motions. And the wheel is turning. Time is going on. Time is passing, and time waits for no one. So, you know, in order to be able to achieve a sense of peace and balance, you may need to make some decisions and have some hard conversations and make some difficult decisions as to where this relationship is going, where this family situation is going, and, you know, how much of a part you want to continue to play in it. Or you may need to be asking these questions of someone else in your life. Okay? Because someone is chained to a situation. Whether it's another person, whether it's the relationship, there's some kind of unhealthy, unstable energy here that has the two of you perhaps tied together, and there's not true happiness there. Okay, it's like you're tied by obligations, you're tied by finances, you're tied by responsibilities. But when I look on this spread, there are no cups here. Okay, where's the love? Well, she's looking in her cup. She's the only cup here, this Queen of Cups. She's the only one holding a cup in the whole spread. So she's the only one that still has this love. Perhaps she's still in love and the King of Wands is not. And she's looking to find out where that love is that he once had for her. Okay? But in this relationship, the love is not there. So things are at a standstill, and things are thrown off balance. And there's an inability to move forward now. Things are at a stalemate. Okay? Let's see what the Oracle card here is. See what we have as the Oracle card for my Libras. What is the Oracle card for Libra for January? Oracle card for Libras. Okay, Libra, what's your Oracle card? Poised. Wow. So interesting that this card came up, because when I looked at this peace card and I read the word equipoise, I thought of poise, and what an interesting word equipoise is. Okay, a balance of where you're standing. And here you go, you received the Oracle card of poised. So this is kind of confirmation for me, Libra, that you are poised and ready for something to happen, for a change to take place, for some kind of opportunity or change to present itself. And you need to be ready for that. You need to know where you stand and what it is that you want out of life, because that change is coming. You are poised and ready and in the position right now to make the difficult choice, okay? To put your foot down, to make that declaration, to wield that Queen of Wands sword, and cut free. You have the ability to cut free from this devil energy, if that is you, if you're the one that's tied. Okay? And look how jubilant and happy and just, you know, over the top this fairy or this, you know, mythical creature is, because she knows she's ready. She knows she's on the verge. She knows she's on the edge of something wonderful and delightful and magical. Okay? It's not here yet, but it's coming. And that's what the Wheel of Fortune says. Something good is coming, and you're going to see a glimpse of it toward the middle of January, I feel. But at the same time, things need to be revealed, and something may reveal itself toward the end of the month that is going to give you a better idea of where you stand, where someone else stands, and whether the standstill between you can be surmounted, or whether it's time to cut ties and move on. Okay? All right, Libra, so that is your message for January 2017. Let me go ahead and pick the cards up here, and then I'm going to do that 3-card reading for you for 2017, the year. Okay, so each one of the cards is going to represent 4 months of the year for you. All right, let's see. So 3 cards for your 2017 energies. Let's see what is going on for Libra for 2017. 3 cards for Libra for 2000. Woo! Jumping out of my hand. 3 cards for 2017 for Libra. 3 cards for 2017. Messages for 2017, the year for Libra. Alright, so first card is the Wheel of Fortune. Second card is the Hanged Man. And third card is the World. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, one of the signs received the exact same 3 cards. And I believe that was Cancer. Okay, so Cancer might factor significantly or have some influence. You might have a moon in Cancer or Cancer rising, or even you could be a sun sign Cancer with a moon sign Libra. But I would definitely take a listen to the Cancer video if you're so inclined, because it's just incredible to me that the same 3 cards came up for you as well. All right, so the beginning of 2017, you know, we have that change card. We have that Wheel of Fortune card coming up again for you. It came up in your tarot card reading that I did first, and now here it is again. So anytime a card comes up consecutively, okay, in a different spread, it gives it even stronger meaning. It's kind of like an exclamation point about whatever this card is about. So for you, Libra, January through April is a time of significant change. Opportunities are going to be coming through for you that you need to be aware of and that you need to be ready to grasp a hold of, because they're going to present themselves. Time is moving things, and it's kind of like the pieces of a clock. If you ever see those Swiss clocks where all of those parts are, you know, handmade, and they're all assembled, finely assembled like a work of art, to fit together perfectly, and you see those, you know, those pieces turning and moving and interconnecting. Well, that's what's going on in your life. That's what the Wheel of Fortune says for you, that all the things in your life are coming together to present you these opportunities at the beginning of 2017, from January through April. So you want to keep your eyes open. You want to be aware. You want to be ready. All right. So whatever was going on in January, you're going to have the chance to either change that situation for the better, or something better is going to be coming with a change. Okay. So that's January through April. And also, whenever I see, keep in mind that Jupiter is still in Libra. So this is still, you are still in the midst of one of the luckiest years of your life. You, between now and August, September, you must stay aware of all the things that are presenting themselves to you to bring you good luck, to bring you good fortune, to bring you success. You know, Jupiter brings once in a lifetime opportunities when it's in your sign, and it's there for, it's there for a year. It came in September. It moved into Libra in September of 2016, and it's going to be in your sign until the latter part of August of 2017. So you are still in this upward trajectory where you're being exposed to people, situations, opportunities, new plans, new activities, new environments, okay, that are poised there to help you make a change, you know. And that poise card that came up, you know, the Oracle card, you're poised, Libra, okay, but are you going to take advantage of those opportunities? Well, you should, because it looks like toward this middle part of 2017, you know, you're going to be in kind of a limbo state, but not necessarily for the negative. What this means when the Hangman comes up is that you're kind of going to be in this period where you are analyzing all the things that have happened before at the beginning of the month, the beginning of the year. You're going to be processing, okay, any changes, any opportunities that have come through for you. And as a result of that, it may change the way you see your life. It may change the way you see the world. It may, it may require you to see life in general from a brand new perspective. Okay, don't see any slowdowns or any, periods where you're not able to necessarily control the things that are going on. Don't see that as a negative if that takes place. See this as a time of, that period of time before you give birth to something new. Because the latter part of 2017, you are going to, the success that you are poised for right now is going to culminate at the end of 2017. Okay, so from September on, it's interesting how the timing is. Libra, Jupiter is in Libra until August, and then it leaves August, and then this world card comes up representing September through December. So Jupiter brings you the things that when it leaves you, if you have taken advantage, if you have followed those opportunities, if you have put in the work, if you have been there at the right place at the right time with the right skills and the right gifts, you have the reward of elevation in life. Okay, some kind of elevation of your status, your stature, your financial situation, your sense of security, your, the way the world looks at you, the way the world sees you. Definitely an elevation of your life status. Okay, the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. The reaching of some pinnacle. It could be in your, in your career. It could be in your relationship. It could just be a life goal that you achieve. Some of you may be traveling, okay? The same thing I said with Libra, with Cancer, I'm going to tell you. When the Wheel of Fortune and the World come up, these are travel cards for me. These are opportunities coming through that could see you, out of the environment that you're in right now and moving or traveling overseas or to a different country, to a foreign country. There could be international success for you with some project that you're involved in. There could be international acclaim and international travel. You could be, you might be a musician, you could be touring, or you could write a book and you reach international success. So the world is the promise of some kind of elevation and achievement that you've worked long and hard for. So make sure that you are doing the work in following through on the opportunities that present themselves, the beginning of the year, allowing yourself time to process all of this, kind of during those summer months where there's that downtime to kind of just, let the field lie fallow for a moment. And then toward the end of 2017, you are reaching that level of success that you've been hoping for. But you've got to go out and you've got to do it, and you've got to be willing to make that change, perhaps, extricate yourself from something that's holding you back, or a relationship that is no longer valid or no longer viable. You will know your situation, okay, Libra? I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy. I wish you a happy new year. Thank you again for being part of my channel. Contact me for a private reading if you'd like more information about your personal situation. And until next month, I bid you peace and I bid you namaste.